Hey Dragon fam, today we're going to finally tackle the wall. So as you can see, I love Cowboy Bebop. I've got my Diva collection down here from Overwatch, and I really want to upscale this so it really looks nice. And to address the elephant in the room, I ran out of filament for that section, but it's going behind a desk so you won't see it. So today what we're going to do is I created these little pieces. So basically this is a clip from David D's hook collection, and I just put a flat piece on it. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to snap this onto the grid, and then this is this 2 runs of LED channel wide. So what I can do is use this to put my contact adhesive on the Govee strips that we'll be using today so that it mounts to this, so it has something to hold on to, because I just don't think with the way OpenGrid is that I'm going to get a good connection, and I think over time it's going to pull away and fail, and I don't want to, once it's behind the diffusing channels, I don't really want to go ahead and have to take it all apart to keep reapplying it, or have to use hot glue or something like that. So this is just an easy way for me to attach these LED strips. So I'm going to go ahead and install these. I will do this in very fast time so you don't have to sit here while I figure this out. So I'm going to put these up, and then we'll apply the LED strips to these, and then we will get the diffusing channels out and get them covered up. The other thing I have is, I'll show you later, I bought off Amazon some diffusion tape. So I haven't decided yet whether I want just the LEDs coming straight through. This is translucent PETG. So this is Hands on Katie's underwear design that's been modified for OpenGrid. So it just literally, you just snap it into the channels. Voila. So what I'm going to do is basically, we're going to have 2 channels going, or 2 strings of light going up and over. We're going to have 2 going across the bottom, and all of them will be covered with this. I'm going to, once we get to where we have it set up, I'm going to test whether I want to use the tape or not. I think that I probably will, because I want this to be a really clean, diffuse look. And the Govee strips are really nice. It runs 2 channels off 1 controller, so it'll be a lot easier to manage. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and let's get this done. Okay, so the intent was to do a hyperlapse video of putting up these clips. It was boring. I don't want you to watch it. Problem was I left the camera in hyperlapse and didn't realize it until I sat down to edit. So the other side of the wall is done, but I want to still go through how I did this. So I've created these little clips. So they're based off David D's design on the clips that we use to hold up paint, pictures and things like that. So I just cut the back off and just applied a flat box to it. I put these up on portals, and they're on Maker World if you want them. I printed these in white PLA. I started to regret that decision a little bit, because while they work, they tend to snap because there's not as much flexibility. So I moved over to using white PETG, and if you order them off Maker or off my portal, they will be white PETG so that you get a little more flex, so they don't break so often. So just going to give you a demo of how I did the other side of the wall. I'm changing up the design. I thought I would duplicate the design on both sides, but the problem is if I match up the other side, then the channel is way down here and it is literally behind everything on this wall, on this side of the wall. So, and I didn't want that. I want you to be able to see the design. So now I'm trying to come up with, I don't want to mimic that because it'll look off, because it'll be 2 different sizes. So now I'm just trying to come up with a different look. So, and since I haven't decorated this part of the wall already like I had that one, I've got a lot more room to play with. So still trying to figure out what I want to display over here, so it's a good use of space for right now. So these clips literally just snap on here. There you go. nice and tight so they will not move. So, and then these are the Govee strips I used. The ones I bought had 2 strips per connector so that it would allow me to run 2 channels up here. So basically I just pull off the tape and put these up here, and then I've got room for 2. And so that's what gives you that really nice look. Now, I said this before, I think, but it bears to be repeated, is that these are probably, they look great. If you want a seamless, solid color, you're going to want to go with a higher LED count or a continuous LED so that you don't get the hot spots. But I wanted to do this on a reasonable budget, and I didn't want to sink a lot of money into higher end LEDs for this, and I also didn't want to have to get into soldering connectors on and all that. So that will come in later videos, but for this I wanted to keep it DIY friendly. So if you want to do this in your own office, your house, your kids' room, whatever, this is an easy way to do it. So caveats there. I will have a link to these. It is a Govee affiliate link. I do a lot of Govee stuff, so they were nice enough to give me an affiliate link. All of this was purchased with my own money though. So my opinions are mine. And so, like I said, I love these. I think the Govee app makes it so much easier. You can use it with any of the Home Assistant or any of the voice controls that you would like. So easy setup, easy to use. And Chris Marr has been doing a video where he clips off the Govee piece and uses WLED controllers to do that. So you can also check those videos out. So that's about it. So very much, snap on, put the tape on, snap the guards over it. The one thing I did do is I used the tape that I had bought to cover the seams, just because I thought the gaps looked really obvious with the LEDs on at night. So it just gives it a little bit of diffusion. You can see them if you're looking for it, but I think that it was an easy way without having to 3D print a whole bunch of other things or have to go back to the drawing board to get them to match perfectly so there was no seams. So once again, easy DIY. There are probably better ways to do it, but this was the way I chose. So let's go look at this end wall and see what we got. All right, so here you have it. The LED wall is all complete. So I think it came out looking great, if I do say so myself. Greatly shows off my Cowboy Bebop and my Diva collection that I've got from Overwatch. So let's get down to brass tacks. How much did it cost? Well, there's 36 pieces of translucent PETG cover that I used. So that came out all totaled for film and everything was 83 cents a piece, or it was $29.88 for the whole set. So I've got the little adapters that I showed you earlier that are behind all the pieces to stick the LED strips to, excuse me. There were 36 of those as well, so that was 13 cents a piece, or $4.68 for the total. So I bought this tape, which if you look close you can see it over the edges. Underwear works great in all situations. For LEDs, it left a little tiny gap, and it was driving me crazy. So I had thought to use this, they call it diffuser tape. I didn't really do much for diffusing. I tried it like 16 different ways to see if I'd get a better pattern than what I have. It doesn't. So it was $14 for 2 rolls. So I used under half a roll, so $3.50 for the tape or so. And then the 2 sets of Govee double track lights were $90 retail. I got them on Black Friday for significantly less. It was like $30-something a piece. I didn't go and look up what I actually spent on it. So let's just call that 90. So we're looking at about $120, $130 total to do all this work. So I even have the connector down here so I can cover my wires, which I already said, but it's such a cool way to do it. Using the cutouts in the generator just worked great. So I'm pretty happy. What do you think? Leave it in the comments. Was this a good use of my time, or was it a waste of time? I've got it set up to run under the Govee app so that I can customize it so that when I turn the lights over from work mode to chill mode, I can change up the patterns. They'll go off, after, like 10 o'clock at night when nobody's up here. So I just think this came out great. So, another great use for underwear in OpenGrid. If you like this, please like, subscribe, and please leave me comments if there's projects you'd like to see in the future with OpenGrid, because I am all about it. So I'm just going to leave you with a couple of fun shots. Turn off the lights and we'll see what it looks like. All right, this is Patrick from Distracted Dragon Makes. This project has flown. Let's hatch the next one. Till next time.